Hey YouTube, what's up? So my good friend in True Empiricism, after I've corrected him, after I've been patient with his lack of understanding regarding logic and reason, I've made it clear in the first two vids the faulty logic he uses within the argument from design, but he refuses to comprehend this. And now he's made a second response to me where he invokes the very same logical fallacies that he made in his very first vid on YouTube. Hey, by the way, True Empiricism, when are you gonna take off the ability for people to like and dislike your vids? When are you gonna do that?
Alright, this guy starts off with the same faulty logic that he used in his first video. He starts talking about how we cannot compare the things that are in nature to the things that are out of nature, because the things that are out of nature, we know who designed them, such as laptops.
Oh, okay, actually, stop right there. First of all, you violate Occam's razor in that very first thing. First of all, I don't say things that are in nature and things that are out of nature. When you say that, actually, I should have corrected you. I should have corrected you the very first time I heard that. Because right there, things that are in nature and things that are out of nature. First of all, I say things that occur naturally and things that are artificially designed. Things that you know are designed, like laptops, like computers. That's why you keep saying that, because you've learned that, you've seen that. Okay? By saying that, you just presuppose a deity that you have not proven yet. Okay? You violate Occam's razor when you say that, which is what you would understand if you were actually a true empiricist, which you are not.
And the things that are in nature, there's a system in place that allows this life to continue and to allow this life to exist. And he went on to mention photosynthesis and all this other crap.
Dude, you pain me, but not from an intellectual spanking. From the fact that you just don't understand this, even after I've explained it to you at least twice.
The problem with this logic is
going on 3 times.
That if we go by it, then I guess, he's going to have to, we're going to have to get rid of almost every other scientific theory, because we go by the same principles, basically, to conclude all of these other scientific theories.
Okay. First of all, you wouldn't know what actually made a scientific theory if you actually had a PhD. If you're actually doing research at like a high-tech laboratory or a university. Okay, you wouldn't. Because a scientific theory is based on empirical evidence acquired from the natural world, and also understanding the laws of nature. Okay, that is how we are able to produce scientific theories. Okay. The thing with you is you claim that because we understand that things are designed, like computers and laptops and modems, you intuitively assume, based on that experience, within reality, you presuppose something that you do not have the same actual experience with. This is a non-comparable thing. You have empirical evidence for one, but something you actually have no basis for, something that you cannot measure, something that you cannot observe, which ultimately lacks predictive capability. Okay, that's what you do. Okay, so no, we wouldn't throw science out of the room. But I know what's out of the. But I do know what's out of the room. I do know what is not expanding the knowledge of mankind. Belief in the supernatural, because the supernatural is predictively useless. I mean, that's why you're using this. That's why you're using this computer. I mean, you couldn't just, pray or make a wish to some invisible thing that you can't observe or test. No, you had to use godless scientific principles. A computer built on godless scientific principles.
In every single case, we go by knowledge that we know and compare it to knowledge that we don't know in order to conclude what we don't know is.
No. We observe. We test, repeat, and observe. We don't. I mean, what are you talking about? The knowledge that we know and the knowledge that we don't know? No, we test, repeat, we observe, we falsify, and after that process of gathering physical evidence and measuring it with reason and logic, we come to a converged model. Like, take for example the rainbow. Okay, like there were many examples for how the rainbow came into existence that invoked a supernatural like excuse. That it was a bridge between Earth and Asgard. That it was that would shoot like rain up into the sky to just to pour it out in the wet season, or by you'll like the, I mean, I know you like the story about the flood. I seen you try to defend it, which is ridiculous. There's no evidence for it. I mean, and the Grand Canyon don't count either. It was promised by a powerful deity not to flood the world again. But while these all I have an account for it, it has zero predictive capability. You can't observe and test that claim. It is a poor model. Meanwhile, the application of scientific naturalism delivered. With empirical evidence and reason, we have now measured to the exact conclusion that rainbows are formed by light refracted by water, and that is based on empirical data. Unlike your supernatural thing, which you don't have real empiricism in it, you just have faith. Actually, I'm not even gonna continue your vid because, dude, I actually feel bad for you because you actually think that this argument with a logical fallacy wrapped in a assumed conclusion actually wins out anything. It does not. Okay, and I really suggest you actually do more research yourself before you actually make another video again. Okay? I mean, I know you're new to YouTube, and you know, I know you know partially that, you know, you try really hard to understand, but you know, you just never get it. And also, like, regarding the Miller-Urey experiment, you said there was something. I mean, first you were honest in your second vid and said the test actually did produce amino acid, but then you said in the third one that it wasn't. Firstly, like, regarding how it was able to like be produced without a mind. Firstly, and that it's random or something. Firstly, the formation of biological polymers from monomers is a function of the laws of chemistry and biochemistry. Essentially, the physical laws which govern our reality and we understand through science. And these are decidedly not random. They produce the regularities that we observe in science. Secondly, the entire premise that you start off with is incorrect, because in modern abiogenesis understanding, the first living things would have been much simpler to occur in nature to actually reproduce, something similar to a bacteria. And this is actually based on empirical evidence. All life is built on cells, based on cells. All life is based on the same genetic code, the same very small subset of molecules that are in turn the chemical interactions which follow those very same laws I mentioned. And it's all based on water in order to survive. So you take all that and you come to the direct conclusion that all life essentially had a small cellular common ancestor which occurred in water. How it actually occurred during that time, not sure yet. But that does not mean that you could create a God of the Gypes hypothesis, because people have been trying that for like thousands of years, and we keep proving that it's wrong with every generation. And essentially every day.
What we thought it was.
Oh, my bad. I turned your vid on. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, but dude. Yeah. I suggest you actually study what you say before you actually come actually keep invoking the same fallacies. I feel I feel like you should just take a logic class because I'm tired of educating you. I really am. I really am, dude. You're using the same type of thing that Ray Comfort would use, where he just you know, plays like that guy who can't understand simple things. Well, I don't understand what he's saying. You know, it can't be true. It can't be true. You know, oh, science and reason. It can't understand, like, you know, everything. You know, it has to be. You know, therefore, I could just reasonably assume that, you know, it has to be. No, no, that's you, and no. Okay. And here's the thing: you claim you can prove your deity. Well, the burden of proof is on you, not me. I mean, I could just show you what has predictive power. I could show you essentially what builds civilization. The very same thing that builds your computer, which is essentially godless scientific principles, measured through empirical data and rational thought. Something you agreed to, something I agreed to, something that everyone agrees to, because that's what essentially builds modern civilization. I suggest you get an education before you continue actually believing you could step to me with this, because trust me, I've debated a lot of lay religious people, and a lot of them were a lot more well informed than you are. Please, for your own benefit, just please stop. Just stop. I am tired of educating you. Do your own. You claim you're a true empiricist. Have your own empirical research done. Okay? This has been Wolf King. Peace out.